Good morning, everyone. This is your host Kriti Gupta. I welcome you all to the webinar session on Scope to Grow with IEEE Women in Engineering, organized by our student branch of Acropolis Institute, IEEE Women in Engineering. And for that, we have esteemed special guest with us today, Dr. Mini Ulanat ma'am. Now I welcome Dr. Shilpa Bhalirao ma'am from our institute, HOD of CSIT department, to welcome our guest.
Very good morning. Very good morning to Kriti. Good morning to Dr. Mini ma'am. And good morning to everyone who is attending the seminar. I'm extremely grateful to invite and welcome our eminent speaker, who is the Vice Chairman of IEEE Women's Section in India, Dr. Mini, and wanted to listen the few things that help us to grow IEEE Women branch in our institute. Because we have this new branch is just started in month of March, and we want to conduct lots of activity in this branch. So, Madam, your session is going to be very helpful to all of us, and we are going to learn lot of things from you. As you know, we are from Acropolis Institute of Technology and Research, which is among the top 50 institute of Central India, and we have both words, research and the technology, in our name. So we are working on both the domains on technology innovation and as well as in the research also. Now, this domain of women engineering branch will help us to grow our female students in the research area and in the technology also. So we are very eager to listen you. From Women's IEEE branch, I would like to welcome you once again. And without not taking much more time, I invite you to lead the session. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Shilpa.
Thank you, Shilpa ma'am, for such a warm welcome. As we have Dr. Mini Ulanat ma'am, she is a system manager at Cochin University of Sciences in Kerala. She has completed her Bachelor's of Technology from University of Calicut, then pursued Masters in Computer and Science Information Sciences from Cochin University. She has also achieved an Chevening Fellowship in Cybersecurity Policies and Information Assurance from Cranfield Management School and Fulbright Scholar in Information Technology from Virginia Polytechnic Institute and State University. Then she has completed her PhD in Computer and Information Sciences from Cochin University in 2018. She has also been a National Student Coordinator in Computer Society in India and presently and Vice Chair of Women in Engineering India Council. Thank you so much, ma'am, for connecting with us. We are grateful to have you. And now I request you to proceed the session as we are waiting to learn from you.
Thank you, Kriti. And thank you. Let me extend my heartfelt thanks to Acropolis Institute for inviting me and share some of my thoughts on how to improve the activities which I've been doing for the past few years. So it is always nice to share some ideas and see that how things are growing. And I found that when I was going through the Acropolis Institute website, I found that they've been doing many things excellently, as Madam has said, research both in the research as well as in the academics. So I think adding a women in engineering affinity group will definitely be uh, uh, in the I mean will be helpful in the development of the students in the professional mm, area. So without much ado, let me just get into my activity. So what I'm planning is I'll just give you an idea of how women in engineering is working worldwide, how it is, and then I'll various activities that is happening in various parts of India as well as in Kerala. And I would like to, I'm very proud to share that Kerala has been acknowledged as the best WOE affinity group, both in the MGA level as well as in the RTN level in 2019 because of the activities. When I say activities, it is basically the activities of all the student branches that is coming under us, numbering to around 70. So I will share the best practices also, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. So with this, I will share my screen first. and then uh, not able to see the screen. 1 minute, Nidhi. Let me just close all the other windows because I
Sure, ma'am.
think so
Okay,
many
ma'am.
windows are open. Is it visible now?
Not no, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
I'm not able to see the.
Ma'am, could you full screen the presentation?
I have put it in the full screen. Okay, it is showing.
Ma'am, you'll have to use the share entire screen option.
Is it okay now? Oh, what is it? Share it.
Share entire screen.
Okay, not sharing a window.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Share entire screen.
Okay, let me just check once again. I'm so sorry. Is it okay now? Are you able to see that?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's okay.
Okay, then I'll start. Okay, so as I told you, I will be giving you an overview of the Women in Engineering Committee membership affinity groups. What are the program, activities, events, communications, then local activities. So before I really get into the WIE activities, let me just tell you how things are divided in IEEE. We have some sort of geographical divisions and around 10 regions. It is divided into 10 regions, and we all belong to the Asia Pacific region 10. Region 1 to 6 is in US, and 7, 8, 9, and then 10 is Asia Pacific, which is the biggest in the um, whole of IEEE. We have around 4 lakhs plus total membership, out of which I think more than 40% is now currently from Asia Pacific. So we are all belonging to the region 10, or we call it as part 10. Similarly, there is a technological divisions also called societies. You might be aware of various societies which are catering to the particular activities focusing on, like example is computer society, communication society, power energy society, antenna propagation society. Similarly, there are around 39 societies and some councils which will be mature to the societies later on. And apart from this, there are something called as affinity groups. Like for example, there are basically 4 affinity groups right now. One is Women in Engineering Affinity Group, then Young Professional Affinity Group, then LMAG, that is Life Member Affinity Group. These three are the very active affinity groups, and also Consultant Affinity Group is also there. Okay, so we have sections. We have various student branches. Like for example, yours is also student branches, and under student branch you can have various society chapters and affinity group chapters. For example, you might be having some computer society chapter or maybe ComSoc chapter or PES chapter or IAS chapter. And women WIE is called the WIAG, affinity group. Okay. So we will see what are the various things in women in engineering. Women in Engineering is basically a global network of members and volunteers dedicated to promoting women women in STEM. STEM means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and inspiring girls around the world to follow their academic interest in a career in STEM. Let me just tell you, in India, we are not seeing the difference of men and women in STEM activities. Generally, girls and boys equally pursue science as well as engineering disciplines, whereas in the other part of the world, that is not the case. There is a declining pipeline issues, so there is quite a lot of stress uh, or promotion activities being done to inspire the girls to follow their academic passions. Okay, so mission of WI is to facilitate the recruitment and retention of women in technical disciplines globally. And just let me tell you, that doesn't mean that WI is only for girls. No, it is a combination of both. We have both male and female members, and as a student, you know that for a student, WI membership is free of cost also. Okay, so I'm not going much in depth into IEEE WI evolution. I just wanted to tell you that it was in 1993 that idea of increasing this female participation started, and in 1997 actually WI ad hoc changed to a standing committee, and affinity group formation was permitted in 1999, and actually in 2001 started off with 3,000 members. So I want to stress at this point of time that IEEE WI AGF Kerala section was formed in 2002. We were the first to start in the region 10, and again we have one student branch called College of Engineering Chengalur. They started the WIAG in 2004, again the first of SB of WI in region 10. Okay, uh, going ahead, this is the committee structure. WI is coming directly under MGA. I'm not going into depth into all these things because right now it's not, I mean, to you, it may not be that interesting. And there are about the membership, I will tell you, in the case of a WI committee, there is a chair. We have a treasurer also now. Then apart from that, we have 10 regional WI regional coordinators plus society. As I told you, there are 39 societies and a few councils. There are about 46 society council liaisons also a part of the WI committee. It's a big committee, but there are very less voting members. Okay. Uh, Now, what is the from here onwards we'll start. What is the responsibility of WI committee? It's basically strategic direction and help them achieve goal. They told you that goal mission is to recruit and retention of the increased female participation in the STEM areas. Okay, so all the activities that was being on planned uh, promoted will be in that direction only. So the and WI committee assists in finding the sponsorship for WI programs and projects, and it supports all the initiatives to increase the awareness in the region, in the section, as well as in the society or in the council. And it supports the growth and development of WI affinity groups. So all the membership development initiatives are also promoted by the WI committee. Okay. Now, this is the most important slide as far as we are concerned. What is the objective of WI? WI recognizes women's outstanding achievements in electrical and electronics engineering and all the other engineering through IEEE awards nomination as well as international media venues. It organizes receptions at major technical conferences to enhance the networking and to promote the membership in WIE. It advocates women in leadership roles in IEEE governance and career advancement. It provides assistance in the formation of new affinity group, support the ongoing activities. It administers the IEEE STAR, that is Student Teacher and Research Engineer. It's called the STAR program, which is one of the flagship event of the WIE. It promotes the membership grade advancement from the normal membership to senior membership, as well as from the senior membership to the fellow membership. Okay. It facilitates the development of programs and activities and promotes the entry and retention of women in engineering. It collaborates with other organizations, similar organizations, which are also working in this area where the focus is almost the same. So I want to stress upon two things. It advocates women in leadership roles, it provides assistance in formation, and it administers the STAR program. I'll come back to that later. Um, and this is the membership strength. There is around 2300 plus, around 2500 you can say, in more than 100 countries, and there are about 900 plus affinity groups. We are also one of the those network, and we have, as I told you, showed you the committee volunteers. There are many conferences also happening, but mostly in the area of technical leadership. We have something called as summit, and there are four annual WI awards, and there is a magazine which is more very inspiring and motivating for the young WI members. Okay, now what is the purpose? Everybody is asking, why should I take a WI membership? Yes, these are the tangible. There are many tangible benefits as well as intangible benefits. Some things you can see, feel, and see. These are the benefits which I am getting directly out of it. Some things you cannot see. Uh, I'm. If you ask me, I'm one person who has grown with a professional organization. I have been always a volunteer during the start of the um, my career and my student days. I always used to listen and enjoy the various options given to me, just like how you are sitting. Slowly, I started volunteering. Initially, I was just a member, just trying to understand what are the opportunities, what are the benefits. Then slowly, I became a volunteer. Then I started enjoying that volunteership, like how, where if I can give back to the society, that is the best thing you can get out of any professional membership. Now, let me just make it very clear. From my, not only from, see, many people ask me, what is the benefit I get out of this professional membership? It is up to you how you are making use of this your professional membership. See, nobody will come and tell you that this is what you're going to get you in person. Probably, I can tell you that you will be getting a magazine. You can go and attend the conference, etc., etc. One, two, three. But more than that, you are getting so many skills which you are not learning in your classroom. Okay, when you listen to a lecture, there are many things you can understand. First and foremost, you may be taken to a different world if you're passionate enough to understand, if you really want to know. I understand that you people have contacted me because you want to improve your WI membership. So you will start looking for what are the various avenues available. Now, you will start working on it, how you can do it. We'll be discussing in the next part how you can do it and how you do it. So what I want to clearly tell you is that it is the responsibility of the volunteer to make use of the opportunity available at various point of time. That is the intangible benefit which you are getting, and that is something extraordinary that you will be molded out as a professional. That is the main advantage of becoming a volunteer in a professional organization. Don't count on what will happen tomorrow. Enjoy what you're doing. Give the full heart to what activity you have taken. Take the responsibility of what you're doing. Then you will definitely get the returns back. This is one thing which I wanted to stress upon. Okay. Now, when you ask about the WIE membership, what are the things? You can get many networking opportunities. This is also, see, earlier we used to have the physical networking opportunity. Whenever you go for a conference, or when you go for a seminar, you get to know so many people, you get to talk to them, you get their mail id, you may be contacting them later. You want an internship, you get to you contact them, or you need a something like that. But currently we in this period of new normal, even the virtual networking is also possible, as many of the conferences and things have changed to a virtual. So networking opportunities are tremendous. Um, then you can attend the annual leadership conference. Yes, WIE is one of the kind, which I'm sure that you might have got a opportunity now to watch it on demand basis. I'm sure that you might have got that mail. If you're a WIE member, you might have got the mails. Please go and check. There are so many excellent talks, very motivational, very inspirational, and technical also, which you have to make use of. Then you have the subscription to award-winning WIE magazine. I'm sure you may be getting that magazine. If not in the physical form, it must be in the online magazines you might be getting. Opportunity to get involved locally, join a WIE affinity group, access to bi-monthly newsletter, volunteering opportunity, eligibility for WIE awards, tuition benefits opportunities, etc. This is mostly with the US. We don't have it outside. Then member grade advancements, support, and much more. Okay. So this is the membership. Okay, this is something which I wanted to show you. As I told you, this is the regional map you're seeing here. You can see the region-wise WI membership, and in the what is shown in the purple, that is region 10, which is having around 53% of the whole WI population. Now, what are the benefits that is given as a part of WIE member and affinity group support? Here, I have one point to highlight. First is the travel grant program, that is any of the WIE member who wish to attend or present any IEEE sponsored conference. Please make a note of it. It should be an IEEE sponsored conference or a WIE sponsored event. Then you can apply for the travel grant program, but this is very less, but still it is option is available to WI members. Now the second one, since you have started only 2 months, you can apply for the initial funding. Initial funding is about $200. You can go to this wi.ieee.org/funding, and then it is an online application. You once the application, please note that you have to fill the forms properly, show the activity you are planning as a part of your initial funding. Then if all the initial funding, you don't have absolutely any problem, all the SBs will be getting it, provided you give all the details correctly. Okay, so immediately now you can apply for that. If you have any particular program plan, please add that also. Apart from that, every year there is a special funding also given by WIE, which is about $400 for any particular event plan, which is in um, which promotes the WIE mission and mission. Okay, and if you have any other event, you can have just like your membership development kit. You can also ask for the WA promotional items. But right now, since we don't have any physical activity, I'm not sure how the third part is working out this now. But otherwise, they used to send the promotional items. So if you have a membership campaign, or if you have a small student activity, please ask them to send you some promotional material so that you can give it as a promotional. You conduct some quiz or something like that, and then you can give this as a. There may be some pens or some things like some goodies they send. So you can apply for the initial funding right now. recognition. If you start working on, and there are four activities, four awards given. One is the affinity group award, that is the section wise as well as student branch. Then inspiring member, professional as well as student. You can see that uh, this is the inspiring student member. Like in last year, we got it from Madras section. Some one of the student got it, and the third picture is from Kerala section. For the, as I told you, in 2019, we received both Region 10 as well as the WiE Athletic Group of the Year award. Okay. For the activities conducted. This is, I'm just skipping because this is not for the students outside US. Now, one of the flagship event of WIE is STAR program. STAR is Student Teacher Research Engineer Scientist program, developed to address the growing concern at a young age, girls discouraged from careers. See, what you have to do is, generally what the students are doing here is, they go to the schools and then give them awareness sessions of various engineering courses available, what are the opportunities, etc. One is that way. Second is, they call students from 9, 10, 11, those classes to there, and give them a half day session, or maybe they conduct some events like introducing them to the electronics lab. So the students will get very thrilled to come to the engineering college, because they are school students, they have never seen such a lab and etc. So that is also one kind of, you have the choice, you have the option to decide upon how this can be done. But basically it is to address this students, school students, and encourage them to take engineering as a profession. Okay, there can be different activities. It can be one public awareness session, and or showing and bringing them all the labs, especially the mechanical engineering lab and all. And there was one activity where they were open, where they were informed of various engineering branches available, and what are the um, options available after taking this. But I remember one activity done by one of the SB here. They made the students come to the this college, and they were asked to assemble in the hall. And once a teacher who was taking a session on architecture or civil engineering, I don't remember, he asked the students, tell me number of steps you have climbed to reach this. So two people said they have climbed some 100 steps. I don't remember this. Then he said they have a interest in civil engineering. So similarly, some kind of activities they were doing, and they were trying to find out what is their passion also. So this you have to do it as a, this I'm not forcing you. This is one activity which you can take as a part of your annual planning. And it can be humanitarian project also. You can go to the community and make sure that, like especially girls have got a lot of issues, so they will be opening it up to the uh, elder girls. So there can be some sort of mentoring program also involved as a part of this star activity. Okay. These are all webinar series which I'm not very much talking about. Then every year there are about 10 leadership summits given to all the different places. If you get a chance, please be a part of the leadership summit. All summits are excellently organized, and you will get to know a lot of things from these kind of networks. So I am not going into this. Yeah, this is one thing. When you are doing something under WIEAG, you have to brand it under WIE to effectively reach to all audience. See, undertaking one thing is one part of it. Marketing or making others know is also second part of it. Only then people will be more motivated. See, I was not a person who used to advocate for the second part. Like if you want to do something, you do it and you enjoy it. That was my uh, theory maybe till 3 to 4 years back. But in 2018, when I took over as a chair of Kerala section, I found that uh, we are doing a lot of activities, but nobody is knowing that the existence of such a thing is there. And in 2019, we started documenting all the activities. In 2019, when I applied for this thing, I mean, it is not a single man's job. I'm not telling that I am responsible. The whole team was responsible because we've been doing this work for a long time. And when we started documenting and when we started exposing it to others, only then people started understanding that okay, there are some good activities, some best practices being done here, because this is very much essential for the continuity part of it. I do some good work, somebody else is doing good work. We exchange the activities. It is good for the growth of the both the sections. So I I advocate that whatever you're doing, you please document it, you publish it. You should have a good website which shows all your activities. Your done activities should be documented as a perfect report, and whatever you're going to do, you have to do it as a upcoming activity. And branding should be correct. You should be knowing about the IEEE branding guidelines, like oh, you can't use things as and how you write. There is a brand. There is a very uh, good branding guidelines given, and this is one thing which you're doing. You have to do as a WIE brand guideline. Okay. If you have a very good activity you have done, please promote it as a uh, popular article. If there are some good articles, because WIE magazine is always looking for articles, and it is one of the award winning magazine, which profiles the women with successful careers. As you said that you have a very good technical research team, if you feel that one person need to be projected and promoted, please forward the profile of women with successful career to that magazine. Definitely it will be publishing it. And also, if you are doing a good work in your SBAG, please give it to the newsletter. This is the magazine I'm talking about. Then there is a newsletter also called We Exchange, which will give the details. Please go through this, then you will understand what I'm talking about rather than me just giving you all these things. So, you can go through the website also, it will give you all the details. Then there is a WIE TV also, I mean, sorry, IEEE TV also, which is having a WIE channel, which gives you the majority activities like ILC, all these things are shown in the IEEE TV. So even if you're physically away from the where the place is actually this event is happening, you have many options to go back and check on demand of whatever things you know. And there is a social media, Instagram is there, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and Collaboratech also. Please be a part of all these things so that you will get to know what are the events happening around the world, as well as you can promote your activities also. So I think I have completed almost all the activities, which now I will take a few minutes. If you have, do you have any questions specifically? If you have any specific questions, I can answer to that. Otherwise, I'll just give you an idea of how to run an Exicom. Okay, so I think I will go to the second part of it. Yes, Kriti, you have anything to ask me?
No, ma'am, you can continue.
Okay. So, since you have just started your SB, I would like to tell you: have you started? Have you formed your Exicom?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, have you planned for the activities?
Yes, we have planned yearly, like
Okay,
for
fine.
every month basis.
Okay. Have you got a website?
Yes, ma'am.
So please try to put your calendar in your website. And please, okay,
Okay, ma'am.
so few things which I, this is a general thing, okay, nothing specific. What I wanted to tell you is that Exicom is the first thing. Please call for a general body of all the students and make sure that you have a brainstorming session. Why I say brainstorming means your general body will be a combination of all the students from all the branches as well as from all years. Exicom maybe you are looking at pre-final or something like that because the requirements may not be the same always. You know, the first year
Yes,
student,
ma'am.
the requirement from the first year students may be different from that of the final year students. And one thing is, you please promote the maximum volunteering from your college itself. If a senior student can do something to the junior students, for example, if the student is in seventh or sixth, they can take a Python class for the first year. That will be great.
Mm.
So similarly, some sort of micro volunteering programs can be made. And please make sure that there is always events happening monthly. You know, if every 2 weeks, you please create small programs. It need not be a big one day event, but small events which is really helpful for the students. And for a
Okay.
third year student, think of something like a resume making. See, whatever activity you're making, please make sure that this is a 80% technical and 20% of the social activities. Don't go for this
Mm.
ice cream race, that kind of thing. I'm personally I'm against. I mean, I don't promote such things because there are so many other clubs which do. As an IEEE WIE it is our responsibility to make sure that we have the enough technical skill plus managerial skill. And whatever where we are lacking at that point of time, you have to make sure that these professional organizations are taking care of it. Especially this point of time, you have a lot of time at your disposal, and all your volunteers. I just remind you, you have to come out of your um, comfort zone. It is not 9 to 4. That is a classroom structure. Please don't try to mix anything with your classroom. That is not the time where you have to do the volunteer activities. And please do it with passion. You need to
Yes,
enjoy
ma'am.
what you're doing. Only then whatever you're doing will be, you feel happy about what you're doing. Don't expect any results. The results will come automatically. Don't expect results. What I'm telling is, if I do this tomorrow, I may be. See, that is a very wrong notion. Please never have those things in your mind. Don't ever expect anything out of the positions. Positions is all, it will come and go. So today I'm sitting here, tomorrow I'm sitting on the other side of the table. So nothing like that. But whatever you're doing, you enjoy that. You be passionate about it. Then you will start. If you're passionate about something, you will start enjoying it, and natural things will come. That you will be able to do more if you're really enjoying that. You know. So,
Yes, ma'am.
and don't expect, as I told you, I'm just repeatedly telling you because people will feel that if I do this, will I be getting that? Those things, no. Don't expect that. Sometimes you might get or you might not get. Sometimes you'll be unnoticed. You are learning so many things which you will be not be able to do it. For example, when you started this event, you know that we don't know what is going to happen. So these are the kind of
Mm.
managers. So this made you more confident that you can go for another event also of the similar kind. So this is a
Yes,
learning
ma'am.
experience. This is a learning experience you are learning, which and driving a professional organization is just like driving any other organizations. You know, you are taking up the responsibilities, and please make sure that your commitments are always honored. I will tell you, uh, it's the chair, vice chair, secretary, treasurer. These are all the office bearers post. Okay, all the team members are equally responsible. If things go well, everybody is a part of it. What in, did you understand what I mean by
Mm.
that? If
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
you
ma'am.
this this year, since it is already May, you plan at least 25 to 30 events in this year. 25 to 30
Okay, sure,
events.
ma'am.
Okay. And if you reach that, you're happy about it. So next year you can plan for 60 events. When I
Yes,
say
ma'am.
events, it need not be a major events, it can be even a micro event also. See, 23rd June is an international women, something like that. 23rd June is a international women in engineering day, I think. Women in technology day, I think. So plan something for that now itself. Okay.
Okay.
And you have so many. So think about the various days that is coming. So make a small talk on that. If you have an environment day, just think of the impact of environment, something like that. Do the brainstorming. Let everybody come out with ideas. Let
Hmm.
everybody come up with ideas and make sure that everybody is involved in all the activities. And people who are taking up the leadership position, let me just again tell you, if things are all well, if you are doing well, the team is responsible. If you are not doing well, it is the failure of the leadership.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yes,
leadership
ma'am.
is responsible. If things are going on well, everybody. Please acknowledge everybody and also give some award in your local SB level if they have done. At least a certificate of appreciation will be nice if they have done a good job in your SB level. Okay.
Okay.
So I think that is all I wanted to share. As I told you, just me reminding you, please apply for the initial funding that you can definitely get, and plan for some
Yes,
small
ma'am.
small projects. First, plan for some small projects. For example, during your a last thing which I wanted to share is that during that International Women's Day on Mother's Day, I think Mother's Day, one of the SB was posted, teach your mother to be a tech savvy, like how to do something. They have added something like Instagram account started, or maybe they have done. And one college did something like teaching the local community how to do the nefting, etc. So some small things. I'm not talking about big things. At least small things. Also doing some cyber security awareness session, how to do online banking, because everything has become digital one, and something they can help you. Or you may be having, so go to one college there. You can do it that way. So I mean,
Hmm.
when I say the school, it doesn't mean the CBSE kind of thing. Some local schools will be better. People will appreciate. They don't have any other opportunities for that. So similar kind
Yes,
of
ma'am.
things. That's all I wanted to tell you. So wishing you the very best. I'm sure that you'll come out with good activities. I wish you all the best, and let me see that your things are. What kind of technical events can a student branch can organize? Any technical events. It can be a workshop, it can be a talk, but talks are not everybody's Zoom fatigue. I don't think talks are. Of course, it is interesting if the topic is like that. So what you can think of is plan for a theme and make sure that, for example, technical technology. What is it? If it is a what is coming again. So you can have a sort of hands-on workshop. If you can plan for a workshop, that will be good. For example, but right now only in the ITCS field you can have the online kind of workshops. The other you can find depending on the area of interest, you can plan any kind of workshop. Why I said
Hmm.
workshop is that's more of a hands-on session and people will be learning something rather than one side talk. And not only that, you can even plan for a 20-minute session. If you plan for one single day, uh, for example, you're planning for a communication day, 20 minutes talk on the various communication technology, or even 15 minutes talk, so at least 4 or 5 people can talk about it. So something like that.
Yeah.
Did I answer
Sure,
the
ma'am. We'll
question?
plan.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did I answer the question? I saw somebody asking me. Um,
Um, yeah, ma'am. There was one question that what kind of technical event a student branch can organize?
that is what I'm telling you. You can have
Hmm.
hands-on
Yes,
workshops,
ma'am.
seminars or this kind of micro workshops. I personally suggest micro workshops from your volunteers itself. See, for example, you can have a some things are very much essential for everybody. For example, people, what I've seen generally is for first years they do give Photoshop or any other these kind of Photoshop workshop is very commonly seen. I think it is very. Then Python. See, nowadays, even if you are from the non CS branch, everybody is looking for some sort of programming language. So if you can teach Python programming for the first year students, somebody who is in sixth or seventh semester, you can divide among yourself who can teach them. That will be a good thing. So there or C
Yes,
programming.
ma'am.
So those kind of it
Yeah.
can be half an hour also per week. Per week, half an hour is fine. So similarly,
Mm, yes,
but
ma'am.
document one main thing which I want to tell you is please document everything. You should have a good, strong documentation team. And after taking, and another thing is after doing any event, please take a feedback. That is very very essential. Whether they have understood something or what kind of improvements are needed. Yeah, your request has come already. This is very very essential. Uh, the feedback form, how you can improve. And please look at that improvement point and also try to improve. And before you
Yes,
leave
ma'am.
the institution, make sure that you have a next generation ready to take over whatever you have done. So that mentoring should be a continuous event. Okay, continuous process. Okay.
Mm. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was such an amazing session, and I'm sure that our audience must be very much inspired from the session, especially me, also inspired from you. And thank you, ma'am. An audience, anybody have any question, you can comment in the chat box if you have any kind of queries. Okay, so we are done now.
Okay, Kriti,
So
I would like to
ending,
get the feedback. Kriti, can I?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
sure, ma'am.
Kriti, I would like to get a feedback of the talk today. Whatever it is, even if it's good or bad, no problem. I would like to know from the audience. Okay, and
Sure,
if you
ma'am.
have anything else, if you have any problem in the planning session or anything, feel free to mail me. I'll be always there to help
Yeah,
you. And always the very best to you and Dr. Shifa ma'am also. I hope that WIE of Acropolis will come out in flying colors. Okay, in the years to
yeah,
come. And please apply for the initial funding immediately. Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Sure, ma'am. We'll ask you if you have anything to ask. And participant, I request you to fill the feedback form we have shared in the chat box and mark your attendance. And thank you for joining us. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.